Hi Shweta. Hi everyone who's joined in so far. I'll just hang on for 1 or 2 minutes more for more people to join, and then we'll start the session. Thank you. Hi Ashita. Okay guys, so hi everyone. I'm Surabhi. I'm a co-partner with Onthia, and as you would all know that we are into handmade jewelry and handloom saris. So today we thought of sharing with you all, some lockdown fun, some art activity that we've been doing, and also interacting with you all and knowing what you have been up to. So today's art is bottle art, an upcycling of a glass bottle, and we will be using minimal materials for it, something that is very easily available at home. I'll just quickly run you through what all we need for today. We will be needing a glass bottle, a clean glass bottle, so any um, stickers or taping on it, you will have to remove it. You can remove it very easily either by washing it under tap, or you can even use a blow dryer. Just keep blowing it, and with the heat of the blow dryer, the sticker will come off very easily from the bottle. So either wash it or use a blow dryer to quickly take off the stickers. So bottle, some newspapers, white glue, coffee powder. You can use instant coffee powder, or you can also use decoction. Decoction, just make sure it's not too runny. It has to be slightly thick. The instant coffee powder, if you're using that, I will share with you how we are going to use it when we go to that step. You can use pieces of sponge like this, or you can use a brush. Again, I'll show you the use of where and when we are going to use it. You can use a black acrylic paint, any company is fine. And if you don't have a black acrylic paint, you can use any color. Black or white will give it a nice base, but in case you've run out of these two, you can use any base coat, any color as your base coat. We will also need a marker, a permanent marker, or an OHP marker, whichever is easily available to you. If it is not, then we can use again our black acrylic color. And we'll also need a little twine, either a jute twine or a fancy one, whichever is available to you, some lace or anything. It is just a decorative piece of item, so it doesn't really matter what you have with you. Just the more rustic it is, it'll give a better look. And hello to everyone who has just joined. I can see Vidya, Ayushi, Mikhala, Charu, Sonia, thank you all. My mum is also watching me. Hi ma. Hi Sapna. Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So, so I'll start off the session. Now to start the session, I'll just move the camera around and so that it's facing my desk and you can see clearly as to what is happening. If there is any question, please leave it in the comment box, and as one step gets over, I will try and answering your questions. Also, we may need a blow dryer. So generally for my bottle work, I don't use blow dryers. I let them dry naturally for half an hour or 1 hour between each step. But since we are pressed for time today, I will be using a blow dryer to dry off between stages. So a blow dryer is completely optional, and if you have it, it'll be handy when you're making the bottle art with me. Hi Pratima, thank you so much. Hi Shalini, great to see you all today. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah, that's my son also watching, and he says hi mama. Hi Ruhan. So I hope the workstation is clearly visible to you. Just let me know if my voice is not audible or the workstation is not clearly visible to you all. So this is the bottle that I'm going to start with. Now what we do is we will first take an acrylic paint to do the base coat. Now this can be any color that you have with you. I will be using a black. If you don't have a black color, if you don't have acrylic colors, you can omit this step for now. But in my experience, just the texture of the bottle comes out very nice when you give a black coat. So this is the bottle actually that we will be completing today. So this has a nice shiny coat even without a varnish, and that's I'll share how you get this finish and color without a varnish. So here I've taken a little acrylic paint. If you think it's too it's a little dry, you can just add a few drops of water, not too many drops. We don't want a runny black paint. So now you can either take your brush and start coating the bottle, or the easier way, and what I like to do, is just dab a sponge in the bottle, in the paint, and start dabbing it. I hope you all can see me clearly. So what the sponge actually does is it takes away the extra amount of paint, and it quickens the drying process. So when you're using a brush, it may you may have a darker coat somewhere and a lighter coat elsewhere, but with a sponge you will be having an equal coat, and also it's just a quicker way of painting your bottle. Okay, I'm not very sure if you guys can see it clearly. Just give me a thumbs up if it's visible to you very clearly. Okay, thank you. So just a nice even coat, a nice even base coat is what we are looking at. You just dab dab dab, and that's about it. See, in just about a minute the bottom portion of the bottle is completely done with just dabbing. These air molecules that you see will dry off in no time. I'll just complete the neck of the bottle now. Just see that there is a nice even coat. So this is how it's looking. And I'll just now quickly use a blow dryer to dry it off. Although it's kind of relatively dry by now because we've used a sponge, but then we don't want our paint chapping off when we start pasting glue and newspaper on it. And okay, now while this dries, uh, no Divya, paper may just chap off the paint also. You can use a brush. If you don't have a sponge, please use a brush to paint the bottle. And secondly, now while the bottle is drying, we will start preparing our newspaper to stick on the bottle. So by the time our newspaper gets ready, the bottle will be completely dry, whatever part is left. So what you do is you take a newspaper. Now you don't have to be very meticulous about the shape of the newspaper that you tear off. It can be uneven, round. For my bottles, what I've used is mostly slightly round pieces. So what I'll do is I'll start folding the newspaper in a fan shape, like we do our fan origami with paper. Just start folding the newspaper in a fan shape. Don't make too narrow pieces right now. We can always tear the paper later as required. So for now you can just start with slightly broader fans also. Folds, sorry, slightly broader folds, not too thin, and just keep folding it. So now once you have these folds, so once you have these folds ready, you tear them off like this. So you will have these kind of shapes. Now this you can further, when you're pasting, you can tear them off, but at least to start with we can tear off only bigger pieces, and prefer to use the text part rather than the darker print part where the advertisements are, because then the coffee paint that we apply will not show very well. Use the text part, okay? And also try not to use the magazine paper for this work, or the thicker one, because it can make the bottle a little wrinkly, and a wrinkled texture is not really what we are looking at for this one. So just continue tearing your newspaper pieces and start collecting them maybe in a basket or a bowl on the side to be used once everything is done. So I'll just quickly now tear off the remaining pieces of paper. In any shape that you want, any size that you want, you don't have to be very meticulous about it. And we won't need a lot for this bottle, so I think this should be about it. So these are the pages that to start with what I have. Now for the glue. So I'll be using a normal white glue that you have. You can also use a decoupage glue if you have it, but if you don't have a decoupage glue, I'll just share a very easy step to make your own decoupage glue. So for all my initial craft work, when I started out with my best out of waste crafts, and I did not want to invest like in a Mod Podge or a decoupage glue back then, I used to use this very nifty trick which acts as good as a Mod Podge, and that is just take 2 parts of white glue, so in case you're taking 2 teaspoons of white glue, add 1 teaspoon of water to it. So 2 parts. of glue and 1 part of water. And take a fresh brush. If you've dipped your brush in black paint, then please don't use that. Use a fresh brush or the fresh tip of a sponge for this activity, because if you use the black coated one, then the coffee color will not show, and we don't want that happening. So just mix it up, give it a good mix, the Fevicol and the water, and that becomes your decoupage glue. And by now my bottle would have dried enough. Yes, so it's dried enough. It's not sticky at all. So I start coating it with the glue and pasting the paper. So we can start with this the rounder portion first. Just dab some glue and then take your strip of paper and paste it. Apply a little more glue on the top and either with your finger or with the sponge, just take off the creases, so it just sticks very nicely onto your bottle, like so. Again, take another strip of paper and you need to overlap it here. Just slightly overlap it, and then that's done, like so. For the remaining part also, I will just quickly glue it and overlap and paste. Dab some more glue and use your sponge. So that's how it's starting to look. We have 3 layers. We have the first layer coming along. So I'll just quickly run through this process, and by the time I'm going through this process, you can share if you have any questions or people who've joined in. We've just given our bottle a coat of black acrylic paint, and now we are pasting newspaper on it. We are gluing it on it with a white Fevicol. If you don't have a base coat, you can start off just like that. It may not give a very shiny finish to your bottle at the end, but it won't be a bad result also. So just keep dabbing. It'll rub off the excess Fevicol from it, and it will also stick it very nicely and evenly. So guys, I've been spending all this lockdown period, the quarantine and everything, with a lot of art and craft work going on in the house. Apart from the daily chores, I like to spend my time doing some kind of art a day. But I would really like to know from you all, what are you doing to pass your time? Because I'm sure even after all the chores, there's some passion that we all like to pursue, and everyone is really coming out with new talents and recognizing new interests, picking up old hobbies, gardening, reading, cooking, so many things. So how have you all been passing your time during these 2 months? Share with us. Okay, my son is going crazy. Ruhan, please don't message so much. So next what you do is Yeah. So guys, who all are doing this with me? Give me a thumbs up who all is making the bottle with me right now. I would really like to know how many of you are doing it with me. Also, thanks Divya. I know we've been mutually keeping ourselves busy and inspiring each other to do a lot of things. So Divya has been following a lot of great gardening tips and I'm learning from her. Thanks Shilpa. I would really at the end of the session, please do, whoever's making bottle with us and whoever makes it later, please do share the end product with us. We would love to see what work you've done and it will really make us happy, you know, to see the work. And also at Thea, what we've been doing is our beautiful, lovely clients have been sending us their lockdown diaries through videos. Some lovely cooking recipes, some tips on gardening. Somebody also shared how to make manure fertilizer from waste peels recently. So we've been sharing all of that. So if you have such a story that you would want to share with us and our followers, then please feel free to send out those videos. Okay, so what I'll do is, since we don't have too much time right now, I won't cover the entire bottle with newspaper. What I'll do instead is I will just cover the front of the bottle with newspaper so that I can show the next steps to you, and the remaining part you can do it later. So this is how I do the neck. I will leave this part empty because anyways we will be covering this and plus a little more with either twine or with a ribbon or lace, whatever is handy to you with that. So we don't really need to paste newspaper here. The remaining part you can just cover with this thing, and it's now getting a bit sticky and messy, so you need to be careful. It's best to poke your finger inside and then work with it so you don't end up peeling off the newspaper that you've pasted. So the sponge really helps, you know. I really feel that with the sponge there's a very nice texture that comes on the bottle. It's very even and plain. It's almost as if, you know, once we've painted it, it becomes almost as if the newspaper is covering it from the inside and not the outside. This was actually a feedback that I got from a friend. So yeah, the sponge really does wonders. And this, what I've actually done is I had a big piece of sponge. I just keep cutting chunks out of it as and when I need it. So you don't need to find small sponges. To a certain extent you can achieve this process also using the cling film that you have in your kitchen. You can just take a bit, crumple it up and then rub that on the newspaper and the creases will go off. But sponge I feel works the best. So just be a little careful when you come to this part of the bottle, because this is really where all the wrinkles come in. So just when you reach here, make sure that these bigger pieces, you just tear them down a little, make them thin, and then press them nicely, or maybe just like this, so that the wrinkles don't come. And if any part of the newspaper you feel is drying off and peeling off, just rub the glue again. So again, you just go here very carefully on the bottom, this curvy part of the bottle. So also guys, this is the first live session that we are doing for Om Thea. We have plans of uh, connecting with you all on a weekly basis, bringing you some knowledge and useful tips just to connect with you all, and um, just keep the spirits up for everyone during this lockdown period. So the next one, I think that you can expect, the next live session that we will have is by Stuti Agarwal. She's a journalist and she's also an influencer. She will be talking about postpartum blues, postpartum depression. She's been through it. She's seen her life go upside down with it. She's battled it out, and she'll be sharing how we all can deal with it. So a lot of uh, by women for women live sessions coming up on Thea. We have some very exciting plans for you all, and we really want to hear from you all about your stories too. So do inbox us, send us direct message, and let us know. So yeah, the front is almost done, just this bottom part is left. I'll quickly paste newspaper here too, and then we will get on with the next step. Make sure you give it an even and a very nice coat of Fevicol or decoupage glue. And just rub off the excess. So while you're doing it, you would see that a lot of it is already drying up. I don't have to do much. It's already drying up because we've been using the sponge to dab off the excess glue. So while this dries, I will also use the blow dryer in a bit to dry it off completely. But while it dries, just quickly see if there is any part that needs a little more glue or dabbing, and then I will move on to showing you how we prepare the coffee paint. So for this I've chosen coffee paint because it just gives a very ancient text kind look to the newspaper print. But if you're not a coffee person, you don't have coffee handy, and you still want to paint it, to get the translucent effect, I would suggest that you use a vegetable dye. Maybe like just juice up a little beetroot or juice up a few leaves of spinach and strain them and just get the juice, and with that juice you can do what we are going to do with coffee. It will give a very nice color to your bottle. Even beetroot, the pink really comes out very well. But for now we'll be using coffee. I've taken again 1 teaspoon of coffee in this. This is instant coffee powder. If you have decoction with you, please feel free to use the decoction, but make sure it's not too runny. We don't want a very runny decoction. We want a slightly thicker one. So maybe you can make it a 2nd or a 3rd degree and slightly strong. I've made 2 bottles. This is with a slightly thinner coffee, and this one is with a slightly thicker coffee. So for now, we take equal quantity of coffee and water. So 1 teaspoon of coffee in this, and we add just about 1 teaspoon of Fevicol in this. Water, sorry. 1.5 maybe, and you can just see, give it a good mix and see how it is. So see, it's not too runny, like it's just dropping 1 drop at a time. So that's exactly the consistency that we want. Not too runny, slightly thick. And it just depends on also what kind of color you are looking to get on your bottle. So I'll just quickly show to you on a piece of paper how you test what color you're looking for. Just take a little bit of the coffee paint that you've made and dab it on this piece of paper, and this is how the coffee paint will be. If you feel this is yeah yeah, Shweta. So if you feel this is a little dark, you add a little water to it, and if you feel this is the kind of color you're looking at, then go ahead with this paint. But do do test it out before putting it on your paper. If it's light colored, you can always give it a second coat and make it darker, but if it's too dark, then you can't really do anything about it. So don't mind the noise of the hairdryer right now. I'll just quickly dry off the newspaper. So this looks dry enough right now. On a normal day, I would just coat the complete bottle with newspaper and then let it sit for about 1 hour at least, and let the newspaper dry off completely on its own, so that when we add the coffee paint, newspaper doesn't come off, and it gives a very nice sheen when it's completely dry. So you can do that, or if you want to carry on with me to see the next steps, you can start off with dabbing coffee paint on the bottle. And one more thing that I like to do is I just like to add a little bit of Fevicol to this coffee as well. What this does is it essentially makes the paint also a decoupage glue kind of paint, and it leaves behind a lot of shine, and you don't need to varnish your bottle then. So you can go ahead and add just a little, not too much, just a few drops of Fevicol in this. If your coffee is runny, it will also make the coffee a little thick for you, the paint, and then you can start painting it just in any direction. There is absolutely no rule on how you want to go. You can let it drip a little, so that there are parts that are slightly darker and there are portions that are lighter. Or you can also use the sponge if you want to give it an even color everywhere. Then just go ahead and use the sponge to dip and dab the coffee, just like this. So you can use either of these things, sponge or brush. There are no fixed rules to doing it. So this is how it's coming along. Hi Kamakshi, thank you for joining. Those of you who joined late, thank you so much, guys. We've given the bottle a base coat in black, but whatever color you like, you can give the base coat. And once it dries off, make bits and pieces of your newspaper and paste it on the bottle. Just overlap two pieces, you know, a little. Just overlap the pieces a little, and once it dries off, you start painting it with coffee. So this is how it's looking right now, nice and shiny. And if in places you want slightly darker color, you can go over the bottle again with coffee, so it will give you one shade darker. Just like here we made this, just go over it again, and once it dries off, it will become even darker. So the richer color and the richer look you want with the coffee, you can do that. And my workstation smells so nice right now. The smell of coffee. So this is what you do. Basically, you need to coat the entire bottle with the Fevicol. This portion also needs to be covered with the newspaper, and then once it dries, repeat the process of putting your coffee paint on this part as well. Because we have time constraints, so I'm not putting anything there right now. I'll just wait for this to dry, and I'll quickly just tell you what the next step. So what we've done here is, in this, here I used a bold marker pen. I had run out of my thinner marker supplies, guys. Lockdown times, what to do? So I had run out of the thinner markers, so I took this marker pen and I just drew random shapes on it. And a good thing to do is, wherever the overlapped part of your newspaper is, so here we've overlapped the lines. Where it overlaps, you can just use those lines to start drawing with this marker pen. So that will give you nice shapes to start with. But if you're confident enough with your pens and art, then you can go ahead and make whatever shapes you like. There is no hard and fast rule to it. You can make leaves out of it. You can do the kind of doodle that you love. I mean, I know Divya likes to make cactuses, so I may see some cactuses from her on her bottle. So whatever doodles you enjoy doing, you can doodle on this bottle. For now, I will and the second thing that you can do, so today I have an OHP slightly thinner marker, so that is what I'll be using for this bottle that I'm doing today. If you don't have these markers, the other thing again what you can do is the acrylic paint. You use the acrylic paint and you dip in. If you have a zero size brush and you're confident making strokes with a zero size brush, you can go ahead and use that. If not, toothpicks and these skewers are my best friends when I'm working with paint. I love to just dip these inside the paint and then draw out. Just ensure that the paint is not too thick, because then you won't get the smooth lines that you're looking for. Just add a few drops of water to your paint. If it's too thick, make it smooth, and then dip your toothpick, your brush or your skewer stick in that, and then make the doodles. So I'll just now I'll just use the blow dryer again to dry off this part quickly, and then show you how to doodle on it. Hi Silly, thank you so much. And I'm not sure if there are any messages, but by the time I dry this off, I'll just Yeah, Shweta, I love it too. It's so quick, the dab dab work. Um, Hi, Ambika. Hi, Masi. So a lot of my family is here too. I can see my Masi is watching. Thank you for joining in. Hi, Megha. Chandana is asking, will the sponge tear the paper by any chance? No, Chandana. Just ensure that your glue is not too runny. If the glue is very runny, then there are chances of the sponge tearing off the paper. Otherwise, it won't. And mostly if you're using the thinner tissues, then there is a chance of tearing the paper. But newspaper is slightly thicker and it's a little forgiving in that aspect. It won't tear it as easily. Just ensure the glue consistency is right. Any other questions, guys? Just keep posting. I may have missed if it's gone too up. Um, so it's dry, mostly dry. The bottle is mostly dry. I can just see a little wet marks here around the curvy part of it. So I'll just blow dry it for a little longer. The reason I'm drying it out completely is because the OHP marker then refuses to work on this, and I really want the OHP marker to get going. Thanks, Kirti. Good to see you here. So again, if you're doing this activity later, you can omit the use of a hair dryer. You can let it dry naturally. Please let it dry naturally. That's the best way, I feel, because if you don't let it dry naturally, what happens is your work becomes a little sticky to touch even after it's dried off completely. So after each coat and after each step, it's best to leave the bottle to dry naturally for half an hour to 1 hour at least, and then move on. But if you're pressed for time and if you're a little impatient with your artwork, then a blow dryer is the best friend. Please go ahead and use it. Now I will use the OHP marker. I will also show you how to use the toothpick and the acrylic paint to doodle, just for a small portion maybe, because it takes longer to do and this is a quicker method. So I'll just turn the camera around and maybe just here. So see these overlapping lines, that's where you want your pen to go, and just keep drawing around it, so you will get like natural shapes and you don't really need to work your head around how the shape should come. Just the overlapping part of the newspaper is where you draw. So you see these are the kind of uh, little shapes and segments that you will get, and it will appear as if so. A lot of tutorials on this coffee painting bottle work that had another way of doing this. You would dip the paper in coffee, you would let it dry naturally, then you paste it on bottle. So this one I've just expedited my work, quicker way. So just keep making shapes with your marker pen. You need to cover the entire portion with this. Now I'll just show you, if you don't have a marker pen and you want the acrylic paint to do the work for you. Just take a little of the acrylic paint in your palette, just a little to start with. We don't want to waste any paint these days. And with a brush, just add 1 or 2 drops. So my paint is doesn't really need water because it's fresh, but in case yours has gone dry a little, you can use a little bit of water to kind of uh, make the consistency a little smoother. Once you have this, you take a toothpick or a skewer stick, the thin end. If you don't have either, just go ahead, pick up a pencil and you start working around like this. Just how our ancient scriptures were written, a quill tip and some ink. That's how we can go about it. Can you see? So this takes a long time, so that's why I don't use it. I won't be using it. I'll just quickly take the OHP marker again and get going with the work. So just make sections however you want all over. You can make them small or big. Like so. Just random shapes. So this is how the front is looking. I hope you all can see. There's like this. Hi Swati, thank you for joining. So now what I do is we will just doodle randomly on it. There is no fixed way of how you want to doodle. So you can just go ahead and maybe make dashes and dots. If you want the most simple doodle, just make some dashes and dots. Or can you see that? 1 dash, 1 dot, 1 dash, 1 dot. And you keep going. So each division so I like to keep some of the sections blank and some covered with doodle. You can cover everything with doodle if you want, but then the text that is already there, this text can make it look a little messy and chaotic. So to avoid that, doodle on one, leave 1 or 2 empty. And then another shape could be just inverted V's. Just like this, inverted V's. Another shape, another design could be just some scallops. Some scallops like these, can you see? Some scallops, fish scales if you like to call them, these. You could also just go ahead and make some polka dot shapes, big, small, anything does. Polka dots. And since it's a very it's a brown color, I also like to make some tiger skin design on it. So just make like these irregular shapes, some small, some long. Just some irregular shapes, some starting at the bottom and some going at the top. So you have like a tiger skin design here. Can you see? So you can even cover it with that. It will look like a zebra print or a leopard print, whatever animal print you want in the doodle. That also adds a nice touch. So we can just quickly do some more V's and some more dashes and dots. Just here and there. So this is how the bottle is looking now, with doodles here and there. And once the entire thing is covered with newspaper, the entire, even the back, I did not cover it. The back is painted and covered it with newspaper, and the whole thing will end up looking something like this with the doodle work. Once that is done, you take your piece of twine. I'm using a jute one because that just looks very nice and rustic and goes well with the design of this bottle. But if you don't have jute, you can use any color. You can use some lace and just take a little bit of lace, put some Fevicol and just paste it on this. That will also look very nice, and it will just look like you've painted it out, once it dries off. So we will take a little section of this rope, and then take this a little part. I'll leave this little part here hanging like this. Take it till the top, and then I'll start winding it around. I won't use glue right now. I will use it later. So once the ends meet, that is when I take a little glue. Just take a little glue, and with a brush just dab it all over the rope. Just make sure that the ends are nicely pressed together so that they don't open up later. You can also take a longer rope and then do this part, and maybe like make a bow out of it, or keep a little end hanging and just make it look a little rustic and nice, however you please. There are no fixed rules again to this. So this is how it's looking now. Once it's dried completely, I will again coat it with some glue. Sorry, I just need to find a clean brush. Yeah. So just with a clean brush again, once it's completely dry, or paint or whatever you're using to coat it, just give it another coat of Fevicol. So let the coffee dry completely. Mine I think hasn't dried off, but just let it, this is just, I'm just showing it for your benefit. So just the same decoupage kind of glue that we prepared, 2:1 ratio, 2 teaspoons of glue, 1 teaspoon of water. That same glue you take and you completely coat it with a fresh coat of that glue once everything is dry, and that will give a very nice sheen, and it will act as a varnish for your bottle. And then water will not disturb the newspaper that you've stuck on this bottle. Then you can't wash it, of course, but if say you're using it to put some tiny creeper inside, the little water droplets that fall, they won't harm your artwork. Your artwork will stay intact, and you can use probably just a wet piece of cloth to wipe it clean if it catches dust later on. But that's about it, guys. If there are any questions, you can ask me here. I don't see it, but I think, thank you, Ritisha. So I will be looking forward to your work too. Please do DM us pictures of the bottle once you make these. And thank you so much for joining in. I hope you guys have had fun, and I would just maybe if anyone wants to join us live and show us what they have done so far, I would love to take you online right now. Sure, Shweta. Definitely it'll come to you. So I think we've almost reached time. It's 6 o'clock. Thank you so much. Hi Ashima, we are just ending the session now, but this will be available on Thea. This video will be uploaded in some time on Thea. Thank you so much everyone for joining in, and stay tuned for the other live sessions that will follow in the coming weeks. We really look forward to your interaction with us, and do share videos of yourselves as to what activities you have been doing during this lockdown period. We would love to share those videos or your stories on our page. Thank you. Bye bye.